Okay, when we left off with the last video, you had found an article on Science Daily that was a popular source. In this case, I grabbed this one about marijuana's potential for treating autoimmune disorders. And you had made sure that it not only has a story source listed, but also at the very bottom a journal reference. And that journal reference needs to have this DOI link. Most of them should. So the next step would be, as I showed you before, to click on that link. And it should take you to the Scholarly Journal's website, and then you'll have the article there. If you're logged in on campus, you can usually just click on where it says full text PDF and have it open right up, and then you're done. You've got your scholarly source there, you've got your popular source here on Science Daily. However, if you're off campus or otherwise not logged in to the network on campus, there's a couple more steps you need to do. So if you're off campus, what it'll do is tell you that you have to either pay for the article or you have to log into some kind of subscription for the journal. You don't actually have to do that because our library does have a subscription for just about all of the journals that Science Daily references. What you should do then is copy and paste at least part of the title for the article. If it's a long title, I usually just grab the first few phrases in it. Then you'll need to open our library website, which is lib.ncsu.edu. On the main page of that website, there is a search bar that pops up. It's pretty hard to miss, right at the kind of middle top area. You're going to paste in whatever part of the title you grabbed for that article, and then click search. And the search is called a summon search. And usually what will happen if you've copied enough of the title is the first article that pops up will be the right one. If it doesn't for some reason, maybe try a different article. But in this case, we've been able to get it. You can see it's the same authors listed. It's the Journal of Biological Chemistry, volume 288. Scroll down at the bottom and compare. Some of the same authors listed, Journal of Biological Chemistry, and so we've got the right source there. So we can click on it, and this time this looks familiar because we've already looked at the site once, but this time because we've gone through the library, and it will ask you to log in if you're not already logged in. It knows that the NCSU campus has a paid subscription to this journal. So this time, when you click on full text PDF, it should actually work right away, even if you're off campus, which I am right now. So after waiting for a minute, this window is going to pop up with the actual scholarly source in it. And you can see that, you know, in its basic structure, it looks a lot like the sample articles that we've looked at for scholarly sources published in a journal. And you can either print that out or you can just save it, which you can normally do by hovering over it and clicking on the little tool that looks like a disk and then saving it somewhere on your computer. I do recommend saving these. Usually if you just copy the URL and try to come back to it later, you're going to go through a whole bunch more trouble trying to get logged back in, etc. So I would save it so you don't lose it. And then that'll be your scholarly source for Project 1. And of course it's associated with the original Science Daily popular source. So that's how you get your paired sources. If you're still having trouble after watching both of these tutorials, please send me an email and I'll try to help.